Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.
Hi, I'm Cherry Johnson with Watauga County Arts Council, and I have with me one of our theater folks in the community. This is Karen Sabo. Karen, you have a lot of hats.
I do, and actually right now, I'm sort of wearing both. I'm the executive director of the Women's Fund of the Blue Ridge, and we are one of the sponsors of an art event, of a great film festival.
And we're here to talk about it, and it's something I've not heard much about, and so I'm going to learn along with you. This is called Lunafest?
That's right, and some of us know and love Luna bars, which are a nutrition bar for women.
Okay.
Personally, I like the chocolate and peanut butter one, and this Luna bar company, oh, they're great. The Luna Bar Company a few years ago created a film festival, and they call it Lunafest, and they offer the festival as a fundraiser for women's groups all around the country.
I did not know about this. That is fantastic.
Yes.
So, being Karen, she goes, that's right down my alley.
Exactly. And we're one of the sponsors of this event, and the major sponsor is wonderful Mass General Store.
Oh, yeah.
They're such a great neighbor in our community, and I'm sure all of the other communities where they have stores.
Especially for the arts. They are fantastic neighbors.
Absolutely. So they're the major sponsor, and then the Women's Fund of the Blue Ridge and Girls on the Run, which actually is one of the nonprofits that we give grants to at the Women's Fund. All three of us are coordinating this together. And it's going to be later in April, and there are 2 dates. Now, this film festival is made up of all short films, and they're all made by women, and they're about women, and they are for women or anyone who likes women. So that's pretty much everybody. Yeah.
So we're all going to go gather, and we're going to get to see these where?
There are 2 locations, and the first one is on campus, and it'll be in the Greenbrier Theater.
Which I'm not familiar with.
Well, it's sort of on that end of campus near Stick Boy and near Blowing Rock Road. And because this will be at 6:30 at night, there's plenty of free available parking on campus.
Now, is this in the I.G. Greer building?
It is. It's in the I.G. Greer building, and you can find out more by going to the App State website, and they have plenty of maps there, so you can find out exactly where this is.
Every time I turn around, there's a new place to do stuff.
It's true, which is nice. So that first night, everyone is invited, whether they're from the college community or the community at large.
And they can park and all that, so they can come.
Exactly. And we'll have the same films shown each night. So the second night, this will be at the Harvest House, which is in the Boone Heights Shopping Center right near the bowling alley, Bare Essentials, Redo, all of those great businesses over there.
Across the Wellness Center.
Yes, exactly.
And that's a really good, we do our Artful Palette there.
Oh,
and that's a great location because the parking's right in the door almost. And so if you're concerned about the parking of the night before or the other night at the university, then that's definitely
absolutely. And for anyone who may have mobility issues, the Harvest House is really, really easy to get into. There's plenty of parking. Yeah, it's all nice and flat.
And they're so easy to work with.
Oh, so. Yes, they're wonderful people.
Yeah. So now this, there's ticket price, I'm assuming?
Yes, and the tickets are $7 for students and $10 for the community. And for anyone who's never been to a film festival, they're really fun. There's something about going that makes you feel like sort of an insider with the arts. You know, these are not the kind of films that you can just see at your local movie theater. These are small, independent films that often have sort of quirky points of view behind them and ask really interesting questions that we may not always see in the mainstream films that we're used to seeing. And also, these are short films. And I love short plays, short films, because if there's one you don't like, it's going to be over soon. You're going to move on to another one.
Now, what happens between the films?
Between the films, we're going to chat a little bit. There are some other activities. Actually, one of the fun activities that we do along with the film screenings is called Brava, and it is a bra decorating contest.
Oh, I love this.
It's great, and we encourage individuals or community groups to get together and sponsor a bra. And if you have some hot glue guns and sequins, then you can go ahead and have at
Needle
it.
and thread, paint,
exactly.
whatever you want.
And you can make one with a certain theme, or you can just celebrate women. And then at both of these evenings for the film festival, we will hang the bras up, not on live models, just hang them up on hangers, and people will get to vote for their favorites with coins or cash. And then we'll declare what is the winner. And all of the proceeds from that will go to the Breast Cancer Fund. So that's a great fundraiser. And then all of the proceeds in general from the admission price for the 2 nights of the film festival will benefit the Women's Fund of the Blue Ridge and also Girls on the Run, both nonprofits.
Let's talk about both those nonprofits, because in the arts circles, I mean, I've heard about them through the news and all that, but in the arts circles, we've not talked about that. So what does the Women's Fund do?
The Women's Fund of the Blue Ridge is a women's philanthropic organization. So basically what we do is we raise as much money as we can and we give it away. And the giving away is even more fun than the raising of it. I like everything about my wonderful job with the Women's Fund. And so once a year we invite local organizations, local nonprofits that have programs that benefit women or girls to apply for a grant with us. And we review all the grants and we make sure they fit our giving guidelines to make sure the programs are specifically to help women and girls, either ones who are already in need in some way or ones who may need some prevention help. We fund the Western Youth Network. They have a program where they help at-risk teenage girls, so we try to do a little bit of intervention before things may get bad for them. We also fund Girls on the Run, which is a wonderful program, and this is for middle school girls, and it's about goal setting, it's about building self-esteem, it's about connecting physical health and mental health, and it's a program that takes place over a couple of months, and the girls who participate learn to run a 5K by the end of the program, which for many of us seems like a pretty big project, but they learn that if they work on things in small increments and if they build their self-esteem, they can achieve things they didn't think they could achieve.
And there's the goal.
Absolutely. And this is a nationwide program, but we have a high country chapter.
Fantastic.
And that's one of the programs that the Women's Fund funds.
So any nonprofit organization that's doing a project that benefits women can apply to this program.
Absolutely. And anyone who's interested should come to our website and get more information about that at womensfundoftheblueridge.org.
Okay. Now you're raising money to give out money. So that's what this festival, Lunafest, is about.
Exactly. So any of the proceeds that we get from it will just go into our pot and we'll get to give that away in early fall.
How much do your grants range? What is the...
people can apply for grants up to $10,000, and I think the smallest one we give away is about $1,500, and the largest is $10,000. Yeah,
that's good money.
It really makes a dent in people's budgets.
That's wonderful. Now you raise your money in what ways?
We raise our money in a lot of ways, but our main fundraiser with the Women's Fund is our Power of the Purse luncheon, and this year that luncheon is June 25th, and that'll be at Isiola this year in their beautiful outdoor pavilion. And we will have about 300 people there. And again, that's not just for women, that's for women or anyone who supports women.
We're going to have to partner on some of this stuff.
That would be great.
Because I could see the Arts Council and the Women's Fund working together.
Absolutely.
I'm imagining a purse decorating contest or something
sounds
like that.
Great. That sounds great. Absolutely. And that's our theme is purses.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating women's philanthropy and how women can get together and pool their money and make a big difference in the lives of other women.
That's great.
So I look forward to talking about that.
That's great.
With you.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing the Arts Council does a lot of is, and you just saw it happen actually spontaneously, but we partner with other organizations in our community and find ways to benefit both of us. You know what I mean?
Great.
And to achieve our missions, our joint missions, our different missions that somehow merge.
Yes.
You know? So it's a great way. You know, the arts are they're in all parts of your life.
Yes.
You know, and this is an example of that, where that we can blend all of these needs into the same benefits and do some cool stuff together.
Great.
So I think Lunafest is going to be fantastic.
I think so too.
Now, how long's the whole evening?
The whole evening, I'm not sure. I think it shouldn't be more than a couple of hours.
Okay.
And that will include the intermission where we really get a lot of time to vote on the Brava entries. And we also raffle off the bra that got the most votes and the bra that got the least votes. So the whole evening will be no more than a couple of hours. There will be popcorn. Apparently we have Luna bars there, and it'll be a lot of fun.
And it starts at 6:30.
That's right, 6:30 both evenings. The first evening on April 23rd at App State, and the second evening on Friday, April 24th at the Harvest House.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Karen, for coming and sharing this with us.
Thank you.
We'll be back talking more later on about things that the Invisible Theater does, because that's one of her other hats. So check out our website, watauga-arts.org, for information about all the cool things going on in the arts. And do you have a website that they can find out information about this?
Yes, we do. They can go to lunafest.org to find out more about the film specifically, or they can come to our website and find out more under events.
See, there's so much going on in this community, and the arts are just right in the middle of it all. Be a part of the arts in Watauga County.
Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.